Oh, snap! It's another Snap review from the Family Gamers.
So there are plenty of fictional detectives that are recognized in pop culture, but there are none that quite match the enduring appeal of Sherlock Holmes.
Ryder Games has a whole series of interactive graphic novels that let you step into that famous detective's footsteps.
Playing games is elementary, my dear Anitra.
This is a Snap review for Sherlock Holmes' Baker Street Irregulars, a cooperative graphic novel adventure written by Sed and illustrated by Grelin for up to 4 readers.
You take on the roles of the Baker Street Irregulars, a gang of kids who help Sherlock on certain cases within London.
This graphic novel adventure is rated for ages 8 and up. Cases can take up to 90 minutes to solve.
That's right. So, Anitra, let's talk about the art in Baker Street Irregulars.
Grelin is a comics author. It shows in these books. Their art is a great fit for this series because the faces are expressive and there's an excellent use of detail to direct your attention to important clues and away from information that's not important.
So there are slight differences between the same panel for different characters, and that really captures the mechanics of this game. It's super neat.
Speaking of the mechanics, let's talk about how to play the game. Everyone who's playing should take a book. The 4 books each follow a different character. Ike is big and strong, Vicky is nimble and flexible, Wiggins is the leader of the group and a keen observer, and Myrtle is a master of disguise. You'll need a sheet of paper or something else to take notes on, maybe a detective notebook.
That might work.
Sherlock himself will get you started on page 1 of each character's book and direct you to the mission log for more instructions.
Once you've picked a mission, you'll bounce your way through the books. Don't read the pages and panels in order. Follow instructions and numbered clues to find out where to go next, like a choose-your-own-adventure. Keep an eye out. Each character will have some opportunities, or numbers, that are available only to them.
So let's talk about what we expected from this game.
Well, a few years ago, we worked through Sherlock Holmes' 4 investigations with our daughter. This was a single book, but it had 4 mysteries in it that you can work through repeatedly until you find a solution for each one of these. We really enjoyed these, even though they were sometimes pretty hard. We also knew about the Crusoe Crew, which was the first one of these 4-person graphic novel adventures, and we were really excited to see these 2 ideas, Sherlock Holmes and this cooperative adventure experience, coming together.
But there were a few things that surprised us about this Sherlock Holmes adventure.
Yeah, maybe not quite surprises, but things that just took us off guard.
Sure. When you work through these books as a team, you have to communicate very clearly and examine your book carefully. When we played as a family, we missed clues that only showed up for one character because someone else was getting impatient and hurried us forward through a scene.
We took it a second time through, and I said, hey, what about this thing right here?
And I was like, nobody mentioned that last time.
That would have been helpful. It's also very tempting for kids to read other panels because they're pictures. The story is spread out enough that it probably won't give them major clues, but it might make it easy for them to get sidetracked.
Just maybe.
Yeah.
The instructions tell us that it's possible to solve all of the mysteries as any single character, or any combination of characters. Not all options will be open, but there should always be enough there to solve the puzzles.
But we really struggled at 2 players, and the few places where a solo puzzle is specified, it is very hard, especially for families and at that family level.
Yeah. But this is Sherlock we're talking about. Remember that the master detective doesn't even take on easy cases. It's appropriate that these mysteries are hard. But they are much easier with 3 or 4 players and a little bit of time. So just make sure you have enough people ready to play.
That's right. So do we recommend this game?
I'd recommend Sherlock Holmes' Baker Street Irregulars for a family ready to dig into some really challenging puzzles. Although the recommended age on the box is 8+, I'd only play with a child that young if you're really ready to help them patiently search through the details and work through the puzzles. I think this set is probably better for 10 or even 12-year-olds.
So, Anitra, what are we going to rate Sherlock Holmes' Baker Street Irregulars?
I think we should give it 3 out of 5 picture panels.
Okay. And that's Sherlock Holmes' Baker Street Irregulars in a
snap.